Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, January 10th. I'm Patricia Vallone, and thank you for joining us tonight. Well, a leading national publication deems Maryland students and teachers best in class. For the fifth year in a row, Education Week magazine ranks the state's public school system #1 in its annual Quality Counts report. Rochelle Metzger is in Anne Arundel County with the story.
It may not be an A, but a B+ is enough to rank Maryland #1 among the nation's school systems, according to Education Week magazine. And to mark the occasion, Governor O'Malley came here to Jones Elementary School in Severna Park to celebrate with students. He says the more you learn, the more you earn, and that's why, despite a tough economy and tough budget cuts, the governor says his administration has made education a top priority.
Thanks to the tough choices and the important priorities that we've protected as Marylanders, Maryland public schools have been named for the fifth year in a row #1 public schools in America.
In the toughest of times, over the 6 years the Governor O'Malley has been in office, he has added $2 billion more to the K through 12 education budget throughout the state of Maryland.
We think the state legislature has been very supportive since Thornton was passed. They've put a lot of money into education. They've made it a priority, and it shows. It shows what adequate resources do for students, and it shows what our teachers, how well they can do in the classroom.
I think the schools have overall worked very well to bring all children up to a very solid level. In Maryland, clearly we are proving that with our rankings. What I would love to see is continued efforts to differentiate, to find every child's skill and try to push them to his or her individual potential.
The challenge that you underscore is one that our whole nation sees. A high school degree isn't worth very much if you can't succeed in your first year of college. So that work continues. These #1 rankings are snapshots, they're annual snapshots, but it's certainly not the end of the work that we have to do.
Areas where the state is making great strides include early childhood education and connecting academics with career opportunities. Work still in progress, the evaluation process for student achievement and teachers. Now, the governor says in the coming weeks he'll be unveiling his legislative and budget agendas as well as new proposals for the coming year. Those will include ways to increase college graduation rates, as well as getting better technology into classrooms. In Severna Park, I'm Rochelle Metzger, CTV News.
And Education Week looked at data in 6 categories, including state standards, student performance, and educator effectiveness, and then tallied the scores to get an overall letter grade. Well, a Gaithersburg man will spend the next 60 years in jail after being convicted of robbery. 24-year-old Sergio Hernandez is charged with 19 counts of theft and robbery with a handgun. The sentencing comes after Hernandez broke into a College Park apartment in 2011 and robbed 9 occupants after forcing them to disrobe. A spokesman for the state's attorney's office says the county is pleased with the outcome.
And we're certainly pleased with the outcome. We feel that the punishment certainly fits the crime. This was an incident where Mr. Hernandez, at gunpoint, robbed 9 people who were involved in a poker game, and certainly did not deserve to have this happen to them. And it's certainly a violent incident, and also a quality of life crime that we talk about a lot, that we want to prosecute and really crack down on.
And Hernandez will be eligible for parole in 30 years. Well, Prince George's police are looking for parents who brought their kids to a residential daycare in Upper Marlboro. Detectives are investigating allegations of child abuse at the center and would like to speak with anyone who may have more information. This after the arrest of 19-year-old Jonathan Cummings on charges of physical child abuse and second-degree assault. Authorities say the suspect worked for his mother, who ran an unlicensed operation out of their home in the 13,600 block of Wood Ember Drive. CTV attempted to speak with the owners today, but no one answered the door. Police say on January 7th, officers were called to the house after a witness allegedly captured video of Cummings kicking a 2-year-old boy who was in his care. Investigators say Cummings later admitted to the assault. He was arrested and then released on a $35,000 bond. Police believe there may be other victims. Neighbors or parents with information related to this case should call the department's Child and Vulnerable Adult Unit at numbers 301-772-4930. Well, the flu season has hit hard and early this year. Health officials say that Maryland is on the track to have one of the worst influenza seasons in recent years. Researchers at the University of Maryland are leading a study to find out why. Doctors are recruiting flu patients, offering each volunteer $100 to participate. The team is tracking the infection and evaluating how the virus spreads. For more details on the study, log on to gotflu.org.